JB, thank you here. Another championship. Let's talk about this winning feeling.
Man, it feels great. I'm just proud of the team, though. I think we did a great job of just fighting this whole conference. A lot of good imports this conference, and obviously Chris McCullough. He came later on, but he definitely was probably one of the best ones we played against. Him and also Bobo. Unfortunately, Bobo got the Achilles injury, but I'm just super proud of the guys, the team. I'm proud of the resilience, the fight, and yeah, man. Glad the fans came and packed out the arena, supported the PBA, and it was great to feel that energy.
Entering the conference, a lot of people were saying that you were too small to be an import for the Commissioner's Cup. People were talking about your age, but you're the last man standing after the Commissioner's Cup. How does it feel?
Feels great. I think with the unlimited height, it was very challenging. Obviously guys like Bobo, Jalen Johnson, man, it was just a lot of really good imports. James Dickey, can't forget about him. And it just feels, like I said, it feels good. I'm kind of lost for words, but it just feels good. Winning the championship. We went through a lot this year. We had guys who went down with injuries. Even myself had some minor injuries. And being 38, I just never would have thought I'd be here, playing and competing for championships. But I'm just blessed and, honored to be able to keep playing in the PBA.
Just how special is it that you won after 3 years? There were also tough defeats against the end in the finals. How special is this one, overcoming those odds?
Man, those 3 years was very tough. It was always good, making the finals, but when you get there, you really want to win. And I'm sure just like, myself and everybody else. Coach Tim, we were very disappointed losing in those finals. I think it was, three finals we went to. It's very disappointing, man. It's very tough mentally to just keep going. But I got to credit, the fans, Boss Al, Boss RSA, obviously Coach Tim and the whole coaching staff. They kept that never say die attitude. So instilled in us. So I got to really, thank them.
Justin, earlier you were in tears when you were being interviewed on the broadcast. Can you talk about what you were thinking at that moment, knowing that you won the championship?
It's everything. I was thinking about the losses. I was thinking about, the opportunity to be here. I've been very fortunate to play in 10 finals. I think that type of stuff normally don't happen, it's just everything. I was, playing through some minor injuries this conference, and I didn't even think I was gonna be able to finish the conference at some point, the training staff, RC and the whole staff, they did an incredible job of keeping guys ready, including myself. And it was just a lot of emotions just built up over the past 3 years and even this conference as well.
Justin, you had the moment with Japet after the finals buzzer. What was the discussion between the two of you?
I was just telling them, you never know, hopefully not, but this, at our age, you just never know. It could be our last run or last title, like I say, hopefully not, though. I hope I don't jinx myself, but I think, me and him both at this age, we got a lot left in the tank. It's, it's proven, today and throughout this conference, I think, Japet has a ton of fight left. He's still athletic and dunking, like he's in his 20s. Unfortunately, he did go out with a groin injury, but I just feel like we do got a lot left in the tank, but at this age, you just never know. God forbid serious injuries or anything like that, that can knock you out for a year or maybe even longer. So I was just telling him, man, you never know. This could be our last one, but we're going to keep fighting for more.
Yes, a lot has changed over the years with the complexion of the team. The last time you won, there was Jamie, and now it's a different kind of team with RJ. So let's talk about that process and the team changing over the years.
I think over the years, it's been, I would say it's been kind of like maybe 3 or 4, I guess, different eras of the team. I got to really credit Coach Tim. No matter what group of guys he bring together and boss out. You know, I think they do a great job of managing the team. And Coach Tim, he just do an amazing job with just getting guys, you know, together, playing the right way. He's an incredible teacher of the game, man. Sometimes, you know, with the triangle, it takes a little time because it's very difficult to learn. But once you learn it and it comes second nature, you know, I think guys can really excel no matter what type of player you are.
Thank you, Justin.
All right,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.